Black athletes, why don't you guys go to HBCUs or any black college? Um, if you think sociably and economically, there is not a better experience than you going to a college that's of your own. Even if you thinking in a outreach perspective, you will be more marketable, more profitable if the skill and the training was at a HBCU. You will be able to competitively market your your views, your assets, what you can bring to a team, if that's what you choose to be, right? Um, the moral compass that you guys tend to forget is that when you go to these black colleges, it grooms you for the reality when you become this athlete. These white colleges don't. And so when y'all wink at a white girl, when y'all sleep with a white girl, when y'all impregnate a white girl or any nationality that's privileged in the media world, and y'all wonder why y'all faces all over the news, y'all get horrible backlash that y'all are this, discredit, dismeaning athlete, it's because of the colleges that y'all pick. If y'all was at a college that is like-minded people, I would assume they would be less likely to diminish you. And you can argue, well, these are the colleges that are more likely to be drafted to the NBA or NFL or NHL or National Baseball League. You should have started been investing with the millions of dollars that y'all been having all y'all life to invest into these black colleges, these HBCUs, so they can have a bigger, wide expand on their, athletic program. Y'all should have been, once y'all hear stories like Kobe and that girl that claimed she got raped, and once y'all hear stories about any other interracial intimacy and you know that it was false, y'all don't take it personal. If it's not you, you don't feel it. So y'all didn't feel the necessary action to proceed with trying to make your community or people that look like you better. And so I think that created this continuation of this generational, I'll go to who I know is more likely to scout me if I'm trying to go, pro. That all is aligned with your upbringing, right? Black parents push that on you as well. I know this is not just entirely the athletic decision. This is the coach's decision and family as well. They assume psychologically with the blindsided advice from the coach and from other white people that this is the best move to do, that this is the only way you're going to make it, and push, without having any moral ethics, without having any. You negligent when you neglect where you come from. You negligent when you do make it and you become this millionaire and you want to escape oppression so bad that once you escape it, you are no longer that race in a sense. You may not say it, you may not wear it, You may not do it externally, but you do it internally. With the fashion that you wear, the events you support, the less you speak about things that you know you used to experience. The interracial relationships that you have, the interracial babies that you have, the type of music you get to listen to, the type of colors you all of a sudden are interested in. It's hard to explain to a vast majority of people that definitely wouldn't agree and definitely don't understand. But I feel like, and I'm getting totally off topic, but I feel like it's so much stuff, right? It's so much stuff that, like, perpetuates the idea that, there's an immediate solution to black division, to black separation, and why don't more black people come together. It's because the mind of a black person is just so hurt and so confused and so disoriented and, so lack of that they ready to take anything that's handed to them, or they ready to, sign over the deal, and they ready to jump into it head on because anything is better than what they're dealing with, right? So, I may be, disowning something that I've been doing for 18 years to make all this money in 3 years, or I may be, not going about it the ideal way that I would like to, but man, if it changed what I'm dealing with right now, that's the only thing that's important. But it's not, because every individual responsibility is to leave an impression of yourself and of where you came from, so that it'll be a distinctive understanding and concept of where you came from. If you are a donkey, it's imperative that as a donkey, you do donkey things, so that when people go to the museum and they're reading about a donkey, they understand that this is a donkey because it's doing donkey things. And so when black people get off in that incentive and they interpret so much about themselves, you're not black. You are still featurely black, but your representation is that of what you signed up to do. That makes sense. So you were born a donkey, but if this deal say for you to be a cat, you're a donkey cat. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be funny, but you're a donkey cat. So it's important that we understand how we are shaping the idea of our origin.